We are back with another review, and today we're checking out this little cool vintage electronic gadget. And this is called the Motorola AIM Instant Messenger device. So without further ado, let's check out this relic from the past. So we have this, look at that, AOL specifically branded device, brought to you by Motorola. And this device right here is essentially a way for you to be anywhere in the house, not near the computer, and to be able to communicate on AOL Instant Messenger. So now let's roll back the time clock here to about 2001. This is definitely a novel concept to be able to do this, because at the time you were basically stuck to your computer for any types of communication. But basically what you have here is an ability to connect to a base station which hooks up to your computer. Very similar to like a cordless phone base station, and the cordless phone can go with you wherever you are. This is very similar to that in concept. So basically you have the base station plugged into your computer, which is hooked up to the internet on a live connection, and then you have these little handheld units scattered throughout the house to whatever family members want them. You can hook up to 4 per base station. These are sold individually, which is how this one was sold. And basically you hook up to the base station and you can communicate to anyone who's on your buddy list on AOL Instant Messenger, and it allows you to text them through this device. It looks very similar to a BlackBerry, and you can be sitting on your couch doing this. And I mean, again, this is a very novel concept, because back in the early 2000s, in the late 90s, AOL Instant Messenger, ICQ, these were huge powerhouses of communication, especially AOL Instant Messenger. So it's even blue, you know, to theme out the AOL theme. We've got a lithium-ion battery back here, which is the equivalent of, I'd say, about 3 AAA batteries. And that just plugs in there. We also have, let me get this. There we go. We also have means to plug it in through a power adapter, which we have right here. Which we'll plug in, and we see the little red light come on. And again, on here we have a nice full keyboard here. We have some option buttons. We have scrolling buttons here. The power button, we can see that the red light is indicating that it's charging. Full keyboard, send, delete. We have talk. We have buy. These are all automated sign-offs. We have the menu button. We have who's on. So this will, if you just one click hit that button, it'll show you everybody who's online on your buddy list. Let's power this thing up, and we'll see. It's not going to let us get far because we don't have a base station hooked up. So basically, before you use this device, you must first register it with your base station. Your base station ID may be found on the label at the bottom of your base station. Enter a base station ID, 6 letters. So basically, you would go to your base station. At this point, you would get the ID off the bottom. You would input the ID here, and then you would move forward to connecting it and linking up your AOL account. So we're going to see if there's, so we're going to go to we hit the menu button, and we got to see some of the options that we have. So we have log on to a service, invite buddies to chat, your away, set up your away message, register with the base device, setup, and then exit. So let's start off. These are our options down here. We have log on, register, setup, and exit. Let's go to setup. So setup's going to allow us to change the alert volume, which I believe, so we have up here where we can change the different alert volumes right there. We have beeps, which allows you to set beeps for every time a key is pressed. So it'll basically, it's like a key alert. And then we have light, which is going to basically allow us to control the LCD darkness. And then we have exit right here. So that'll get us out of the setup, and then register. It brings us back to that screen where it wants us to put the base station ID in, and then log in. The login is not going to allow us to log into a service because it's not connected or in sync to the base station. So that's where it's going to stop us right there. But other than that, it's a really cool device. And for back in the day, I imagine they weren't too expensive. Even though it does look like a BlackBerry, I imagine they weren't too expensive to add these. I imagine for under 200 bucks, you could outfit your whole entire house, all your family members having one of these. for easy communication for the start of the antisocial era. The antisocial era of social media. So yeah, I mean, absolutely neat how they had this. I mean, if I had one of these when I was into AOL, it would have been awesome to be able to not be glued to the computer screen just so you can communicate with your friends. So if you like this review, let us know in the comments below if you had one of these, and give us a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, we do vintage electronics and toys and obscure vintage things every Friday, so be on the lookout for that. Have a great rest of your day.